Welcome back. Today we are playing Matchmaker with the goats. And before we go any further, let's meet our eligible bachelors. And here we have bachelor number 1. He is always ready for a good time and can usually be found training, constantly keeping his body in peak physical form. Bachelor number 2 is reserved and patient, preferring relaxation and long walks in the meadows. There are a few things we like to consider when pairing up the goats for breeding. Age, health history, previous births, and the kids' health as they mature are big considerations. We also like to mix up the color patterns when we can. Carolyn and I really like to get unique colors in the offspring because it's easier to tell them apart, but more importantly, because they look cool. Or at least we think so. So now we need to head out and set up the pins where this will all take place. That's not supposed to happen. What are they doing? Oh, man. What are y'all doing? Uh-huh. Alright, let's go. Come on. Go. That cross piece, or that fence stay, should have been there.
It didn't look like it was tied or connected.
The goats, they know what's going on. They figured it out. Right, Winona? What do you think? What are you doing, Winona? All the good stuff's over there. What you doing? All back, safe and sound. And back to setting up the pins. We are setting them up by the old goat shed, which is several centuries old. Well, not really. It just looks that way. It's probably only 50 years old, but it still works at keeping the weather off the goats, so we like to use it when we can. With that done, we can move the girls into their new accommodations for the next month.
Your keys.
Time to bring in Junior, but before we do, we need to handle some uninvited guests that need to be removed. Here's the situation. Yesterday, we had 200 round bales delivered, and I've placed them haphazardly all over this kind of temporary area. Then we're going to move them further back later on. And well, let me show you what's happening over here. We've got some intruders over here, and I've figured out they snuck through this fence right here. There's a little gap in the fence. So now they've got there's two earlier. Now there's, oh man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cows went through this little hole right here. This one. Normally this wouldn't be a huge deal, but the gate to get them back to where they need to be is blocked by the hay that I was going to move later. So gonna have to see if I can get them to wander back through that hole. That might work. 2 of them just went through. Let's see if I can. Well, careful. Goodness. Yeah, look at that. That wasn't too bad. One more. Let's see if she. Oh yeah, look at her go. Now I gotta fix that fence. Where were you, Zoe? Didn't help us at all. What are you doing?
He chased that cow over to go poop in the other area.
Oh.
I have cow poop.
There we go. Now our to do it. Always unexpected surprises out here. It never fails. Anyways, back to Junior. He can sometimes be a little hard to handle, as he must retain his belief of being the supreme goat leader at all costs. I found that it helps to keep about 10 feet distance at all times. Also, running helps.
Here he comes, Kyle. He's running. He's running now. He's got the scent of the girls.
Come on. With Junior in with his ladies, we can now turn our attention elsewhere. And unfortunately, White Pants will have to wait to meet his girls for another time. We have other problems headed our way. There's a storm coming.